Hello everybody, my name is Melissa Torres, and today I will be showing you how you can transform your C++ program into a calculator. Now, our whole lives we've been taught how to add, subtract, multiply, and divide, but now you will actually be able to do it through coding by following this tutorial. So I will be covering a section in chapter 2 in our books. I will be covering 2.2. However, this section does have a lot of subsections to it, so I will be specifically covering 2.21 and 2.22. The first subsection is 2.21, which is all about your arithmetic operators in C++. So first you have your addition. You can use your classic plus sign to add your two operands. So you'll be using two variables when making this program. You'll be using x and y typically, and each will stand for a number, and the goal of the program is to add these two numbers together, so your output is the result. So the plus operators will make sure your two operands will be added together. Now for your subtraction operator, you will also be using a minus sign like you have throughout your whole life. So you can subtract your two operands with your variables, and the minus operator will subtract the value of the second operand from the first operand. Your multiplication and division are both a little different from usual. For multiplication, instead of your classic x, you will be using asterisk. And the reason for this is because, like I said before, your first number will be x, and usually we use x to multiply, but in order to avoid confusion between the variable and the symbols, we'll be using an asterisk instead of x to multiply. Now for division, we will be using a dash instead of the typical line with two dots, because that is very impossible to do on a computer. So as you can tell, addition and subtraction are the same as usual. Multiplication and division are going to be a little bit different. Now to go over 2.22, which is increments and decrements. So increments, we'll be using a double plus sign, and decrements is a double minus sign. Now the increment operator is used to increment the value of your variable by one number. So if x is your operand, then the increment operator will add a value of x by just one number. And the decrement operator will decrement the value of the variable by one number as well. So you will get different outputs using these. Now I have created two REPLs in order to show you these two subsections. So this REPL is going over your arithmetic operators. The one I have here is subtraction. As you can see, I have the two variables x and y, and the subtract equals x minus y will get the job done here. So when I run this, it will be asking me a value for x. I will do a simple subtraction problem that we can all do in our heads. So I will put 10 for x and 5 for y. Now when you think about it, the answer should be 5, and the reason the 5 came out is because of this. I can do this same format, but just replace the subtracts with addition, division, or multiplication. So over here, if I wanted to multiply, I would simply replace these letters. So the commands are now different, and I'm not going to use an x here, but I will use an asterisk. And over here, I'll replace the subtract with multiply. So I will do 5 times 10, and I should get 50. Now I can do the same thing with addition and subtraction. I will not show that because it is very self-explanatory, but you get it. For the second REPL, I'll be showing you 2.22, which is all about increments and decrements. So here I have a decrement code program, and this one is all about decreasing your value by 1. So you only have one variable here instead of two. when I will run this, it will ask me for a value for x, and I'll use the number 10. Now when I press enter, my output should be 9 because I am decreasing my value by 1. And I can also do this same thing, but increment my value by 1 by just replacing the minus signs with plus signs. So if I run this again, my value for x is still going to be 10, but now when I click enter, I should get 11 instead of 9. And there you go. Okay, thank you so much for watching. I hope you now understand better about arithmetic operators and increments and decrements. Thank you.